Okay, this is gonna be the part number 2. Humpty Humpty, like my friend Robert De Niro would say. Robert De Niro, I'm sure you know him. That's the man right here. Humpty Humpty.
You're nobody till somebody loves you.
I'm looking for do this. And he says, you know, Bob.
Bob was my name. They used to call me at this regiment. They used to call me Bob. They used to call me Bobby. Yeah, because I just wanted to make easy for the English speaking world to pronounce my name rather than Bushtian or something like that. I didn't want to take pride in molesting people even with my name. I just want to make things easy as much as possible for everybody and everyone. And so then when you make things on every step of the way easy for the people, then the people fuck you basically, then they make it very difficult for you actually. So Bobby is about to tell you all about the wise guys nursery rights.
There's no way I'm doing that now.
Yeah.
I said, fine. So I'm going to ask somebody else. I called up my buddy John Travolta. I said, John, no, Bob, here's how it is. Not going to do it. Got a Laker game.
Not that I would give a shit about any of this, just as I didn't give much shit about stuff I was taught at this regiment. By the way, I've not even googled anything about what the Yemen base, American Yemen base looks like or anything like this. Just as not gonna be any conspiracy theories or anything like that. Nothing other than where country is located. And so this is relevant to this video. It's a relevant part of it. It's a relevant part of it because I was a stupid guy. You know, there is a name here. And that's also how I got in a conflict with this guy, with her boyfriend. She met the boyfriend through his case 2 years before she had it for a military career. Yeah, and just as I stated, his name is Ivan. Okay, let's go. Ivan Park. He's American, alright. But I didn't know how to take the babe away from him. And since his name was Ivan, I took on that part. With hope to re-establish somehow a positive outlook of me in her eyes. My being basically drugged up and screwed by too many Ivans in Russia and on other locations. And so basically that's how it all started. And earlier I mentioned to you about this stuff here. I mentioned to you about this stuff here. It was about who's gonna get what place, location, better location, and it has everything to do with this man here that I presented you with. This guy, the senior guy who was here from day one. It appeared to me clearly that he wanted the promotions too. This man right here. And so it turned shitty in this place for me. When somebody needed some promotion, I had to pay for it. Drugged up, abuse would take place. It was just the way to go. The way for them and for me to pay my dues for something that I can mention today. I want to be very, very specific about this stuff here, because this is about the nursery rights. This shit started here in 2010 at large. 2011, the closer to this timing when I was eventually thrown inside of the mental hospital, psychiatric hospital in Slovenia. It got, of course, also a lot to do with this stuff. You know, this is why I figure out this here. Or rather was 2013. And this picture here that you see here, this is not even from Yemen. These pictures are actually thrown from other locations as well, just as this one, for instance, from Afghanistan. I told you they brought me to Afghanistan, Iraq, to a variety, to different locations. And so I know so because this man here who came to Yemen, this guy here, you see, he was transferred from Afghanistan to Yemen. I recognized him, I identified him. And because of involvement in my case, he had the opportunity, he had a chance to return back to Afghanistan and meet his boys and train new soldiers there, here and there. You get it? So he also got an assignment, one assignment back to Afghanistan, something like this for, I don't know, 6 months or whatever that was. So this guy traveled back and forth, Yemen and Afghanistan. So I can tell you this picture is actually from Afghanistan. This is not from Yemen. I just want to be really very specific. The two with Ivan met in 2011. All right, look at me. I'm talking to you. Did not Google anything. Did not see shit. My internet service provider witness. The two met first, got to know each other in 2011. It was already fun in California. I didn't like it at all, you can imagine. She decided to eventually proceed because of him to get to know him better. A military career. 2010, 2011, the two got to know each other. He talked her, got promoted, and eventually she settled for it. She went ahead to pursue the same thing. In 2013, she already started to dream about California, moving with him, and I think that happened sometimes in 2014, 2015. As far as Ivans and stuff like this, that I was guilty to everybody, including the soldiers, I'm just gonna say to you this. I'm just gonna say to you this thing here. And that's up to you, which one you wanna play. I'm just gonna go Ukraine like this, and I'm gonna Google like this. I'm gonna go 24 hours. The last 24 hours. Then I'm gonna look at you again into a camera. You're gonna see me asking a question. How many of you would you like to be transferred right now from Yemen or even Afghanistan to Ukraine or something like this? You know where Ukraine is. You know what your fear in your guts right now is, where it is concentrated on. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to play you what my Finnish comrades, who actually envied me because of my bravery. I don't see this as a bravery. I just see it as something that any human would do the same thing, would react to the stuff like this. Now I'm going to play you this song. You know about the Bobrikov? Bobrikov, a Russian politician, Soviet politician. I have to tell you, they sing about. Okay, you just listen to me very good now. They demonstrated to me where he was shot in Finland. They demonstrated to me what they sing in the song. Literally.
Finlandia, Finlandia, sinne nyt matkalla on Iivana.
Yes, this is about the Evans.
Kun Molotovki lupasi, on kaikki haroshi. Huomenna jo Helsingissä syödään maroshi. Anjet Molotov,
It's about
Anjet
Ukraine.
Molotov. Valehtelit enemmän kuin itse Bobrikov.
It was about my little country, about myself in year 91 and before that for 23 years since I was born in so-called Yugoslavia, Federation of Yugoslavia, which was nothing other than Greater Serbian Chetnik state. Serbian Chetniks owned that country. It was a death camp for several other nations, 6 other nations, of which they declared the war against 4 nations at the same time.
Anjet Molotov.
The idea to erase them, just as what you see today Russians are doing in Ukraine.
Anjet Molotov. Valehtelit enempi kuin itse Bobrikov. Finlandia, Finlandia. Siellä oisi Iivanalla dobra sapuska. Mut Suomi viepi viljan, karjan kaikki pois. Jottei ruski Iivanalla leivän pala ois. Anjet Molotov, Anjet Molotov. Valehtelit enempi kuin itse Bobrikov. Anjet Molotov, Anjet Molotov. Valehtelit enempi kuin itse Bobrikov. Finlandia, Finlandia. Siellä oisi kauniita likuskia. Mut Suomen poika musta sukka meitä luimimmas. Ei se päästä Suomen tytön luokse friiamas. Anjet Molotov, Anjet Molotov. Valehtelit enempi kuin itse Bobrikov. Anjet Molotov, Anjet Molotov. Valehtelit enempi kuin itse Bobrikov. Finlandia, Finlandia, sinne me tarjottu on Sovjet Svaboda. A finski durak poika, kaikki durakki. Ivana ne komentaa nyt rastvadri. Anjet.
I'm gonna tell you like this, I'm not trying to be mentally ill or something like this, but you were. You were mentally ill. Yeah, it's probably because you didn't know any of this stuff. I was even taken to Caucasus mountains to a chalet, to a house of the Bobrikov. My name was Bob, alright, when I was in the US. And to make things easy for you, that's okay. But the thing is about Bobrikov and myself, contrary to Bobrikov, I told the truth and you lied with Bobrikov. Bobrikov lied. I was a Soviet who lied. I was executed in Finland for trying to erase Finnish culture, to turn Finns into Russians. When Russians occupied during the Soviet Union Finland, and you try to fuck me, you try to turn me against myself, turn me against basically what I was from day one to prove your points. Just so that we're clear about the stuff, about what was taking place also in these military missions and all that kind of stuff, on how who was right, who was dead fucking wrong. That's all there is to it. I got nothing to apologize to any of you or anything. I don't owe any one of you anything. Maybe kicking the ass, that's all.